Hello and welcome. As I have promised, we are now looking at Java, and we are going to be using this Java programming course by the University of, which university is it? MOOC. It's foreign, and a second ago I knew what it was, but now I'm not too certain about the course. Oh, Helsinki. So the University of Helsinki, that's what we've got this program from. It's all in British, English, what they want to call it, and it has 14 parts with different little subsections in them. I've gone through the first section, answered all of this, downloaded all that we needed. Then how to see the solution, so we can look at the solution somewhere on the TMC beans, which is this right here, which we have gotten. And basically we're going to have, here we have a video, but I looked at the following ones, they don't have videos, which is good because it's in foreign language, so I would understand it anyway. But the rest is all seem to be, in English, which is good, and we can use all of the following information and exercises to practice our Java knowledge. So the first section is asking us to actually, let's begin with the first section. And for instance, on this first section, it is asking us to create an input. So from here you can see what he did, and I'm actually going to kind of use this because I haven't used Java in a bit, so a bit of pointers won't do me any wrong. So what you do is, I kind of had a glance at it, but I don't want to just fully copy it out. So it's I think we have capital, let's see, yeah, it is system dot out dot print ln, and then we can write whatever we want for the moment. So we just do a little hello world, and then here we put a little stop. And in theory, now if we press the run button, or run sandbox, run project, yeah, in theory it's running it now. Maybe I should have just pressed the run. Oh no, there it is, hello world. And now what we can do is, if we want to test it, then we can click on the submit, and it will submit it to the servers. And if we get the input we desire back, then it's gonna say that's good. And then afterwards we can, so I'll leave that there now, so all tests passed on the server. Okay. And if we go to my code, my test my code, here you can see that we have got 1 out of 1 and submitted. That's a different time because this is the first submit I've done. The second one, don't know when it will come here, but basically we can check all this out. Yeah, so it says it's been complete. Maybe it just shows the first time you complete it. Anyway, this is what we used to download it. So download NetBeans and Java, the Java version that is required for this to run. And then now I guess we can crack on. So I'll read all of this and then do the quiz, and then move on to part 2, and then, oh no, not part 2, I mean just the second one, the printing one. So anyway, fun stuff. I'll crack on and get back to you when I feel like it, when I'm, you know, have something to tell you. So see you in a bit. Alright, so we have done section 1 and just read through all of that, why, you know, Java is good, and how we use it and why we use it, and a little quiz on what this prints out. And then now we're going on to printing. We just have a sip of water, get back, and get on with this second section. Alright, welcome back. So, as you can see, we have gone through the printing process and all of the information on it. So, we learned that sys.out.println, and then that is brackets and colon, means that whatever's inside the colons is printed out. So for instance, hello world. And then we went on to basically how, you know, why that works. And then this is how we've got the actual code set up. So we've got public class, and then we've got, you know, the class name, and then public static void main string args and all of that above, which we'll talk about later. This goes on to saying how, you know, we're gonna talk about that later, and how, you know, we can just simplify that down here, but it actually looks like this. But for the simplicity's sake, we can just have, you know, we might just see a line like this instead of seeing the full line. And then we've got how to, you know, actually solve the solution for this, in which we just literally done system.out.println, and then Ada Lovelace, and that is apparently one of the first programmers. And then we were looking at how Java not only runs the programs but also compiles them in real time, which can also detect errors, and those errors can be shown immediately on a feedback by, let's say I do something wrong here, it feeds back that there's an error, gives you package size does not exist, so we need a size and now it works perfectly fine. So that's how that works, and detecting errors. And then we can do multiple lines of these separated with semicolons, obviously, and then even if we misspell one thing, as I just showed you with this sized and size system, it's, you know, if it's not exactly how it needs to be, it can break the whole thing basically. And then here in this, you know, NetBean, I mean, sorry, you can use SOUT tab to do system out print line easily, which makes our lives easier. Then went on to create multiple lines, talking how we separate these, you know, lines. You could have them all together, but it would be, you know, making it a lot messier and a bit more difficult to read. That's why we just have it as is basically, and this way other programmers and our future selves can understand this code a lot easier. And then we went on to comments and how you can comment with a line with 2 dashes or multiple lines with a dash and an asterisk, and then an asterisk and a dash at the end, as seen right here. And then basically that does that. So I think, let's have a quick look. Yeah, we've done enough for this video. So we've gone through, you know, the starting and printing process. Next video we're going to probably be looking at reading input, which seems to be quite a beefy topic, and then variables, which seems like there might be a bit less to do. So yeah, so we have done part 1, oh no, not part 1, I mean the first section, getting started, and now and afterwards done the printing. Yeah, so fun stuff. If you enjoyed, you know, like, subscribe, whatnot, and follow along, because I'll be cracking on with learning more Java and also JavaScript. So if you enjoyed, like, and see you next one. Bye bye.